Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So, we just got home from all of her therapy things today. As you guys know, she has speech and occupational therapy on Thursdays. Hey, don't step on it! Don't! Get off of it! Get off of it! You're gonna break them! Ella Ray! Thank you! I should not have to yell your name. Bless you. To teach you. She's not too thrilled that all of her stuff is just kind of in piles. We have her floor off of the ground because obviously we started putting in the floor last night. So it's just kind of a cluster here, there, and every which where. So we've got stuff piled on the futon. We've got stuff piled onto Tim's table. We've got stuff piled on my table. All back here. It's everywhere. All of this stuff, it's just there's a lot going on. However, we got, I think, 9 rows of flooring done. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, 9. However, I think Tim is going to have to tear up this last row. Because he did it the same exact as this one. So I'm going to have to let him know about that. He probably just completely biffed up there. But the awesome thing is we'll just be able to take the cut pieces and move them down to the 10th row. So. Okay, so got that all figured out. He just wasn't even thinking and just went ahead and put it. They don't match up perfectly. So he says we could leave it or we could tear it back out. It's not going to be that big of an issue. Because unlike this floor that's here in the kitchen, it's the glue stuff. That stuff just to click connect, so it all just kind of just snaps into place with one another and they can be taken out and everything. So it's not too bad. But get the milk and stuff put away. I have a few things that I picked up grocery wise that I do need to get picked up and kind of put away. But I also got something else today at Walmart to help with organizing for me for Etsy stuff. So you guys know I was thinking about getting an 8 cubicle organizer like what Ella has in her bedroom. However, I decided to look while I was at Walmart today. I would have preferred to get a black one because I have a black 6 cube organizer underneath my Etsy table, but they didn't have black. All they had was white, and the white was the only one that was on sale at the time. So this is originally $43. It was on sale at my store. I don't know if it's every Walmart or just select Walmarts. I got this 9 cube white cubicle organizer for $25. $25. That is a steal. And Tim's like, well, we could still just build one. I was like, for $25? For $25. He's like, well, it would probably be closer to 50. I'm like, yeah. I think I will just buy it. $25. We don't have to buy the bolts or screws or anything like that. We don't have to have special tools to cut, which Tim already has to cut the wood. Don't get me wrong. He has plenty of tools to be able to build something like this, but it was just cheaper in the long run to buy it pre-cut. And then I got some bins. I ended up getting 3, 6, 9 bins, which thank heavens that they had them. But I was debating on whether I wanted to go with the pink and blue that I have in my 6 cube organizer so that they matched, or if I wanted something different. I was looking at what they had. They had ones that were like close to looking like our bathroom floor, which is like a white wood color, or they had these ones, which these match the kitchen or the new sunroom floor pretty darn well. They're so close. I mean, obviously they're different, but they're so close in detail. And each one is different. So that's, you know, pretty cool. It's not going to be all exactly the same, just like the kitchen floor. But what they did is they took like this material, which kind of looks like the flooring type material, and put it onto the cloth bins. So it is cloth bins. It is cloth, but it's got this as the hard cover, and I think that is perfect. But like I said, each one is different. I don't think there's any two that are exactly the same. I could be wrong. Yeah, even these ones are just slightly different. So that's helpful. So I got those today. Got 9 of the bins. They're all like this wood color here, and then I got the white cube organizer. Altogether, these bins were $5, so 5, 10, 20, 30, 45. 45 for the bins, which is a little outrageous in my opinion because I paid less for the actual organizer than I did for the bins. But I needed the bins. You know, the bins will definitely help. And then I got the organizer for 25, so $70 for this entire setup, as opposed to originally this is like 45 almost. So I'll take it. I will definitely take it. Ella, she went back, she saw the floor. I expected her to freak out because the sunroom was a complete mess. But she actually, she's like, I love this floor. It's pretty. Good job, Mommy. I'm like, this is Daddy that did it. Oh, good job, Daddy. Thank you, Daddy. Like, she was being really sweet and cute about it. I asked her if they liked it. She said, I love it. Fast forward. Fast forward a little bit. I'm carrying in the rest of the stuff, and she comes out. She said, what'd you do to my sunroom? Because it's trashed. And I'm like, I'm sorry. We're trying to get the floor down. We've got to have stuff kind of shuffled off to one side while we put the other floor down and everything. And it was just not going great. Tim did bring the carpet out. So the carpet's out here right now. That garbage bag there, right here, that's actually a window AC, like one of the floor ACs that just sit on the floor, and it like has the hose go out. We've got that at a local liquidation place for like 80 bucks. It's originally like I think $400 or $500. So we put a bag over it so it wasn't getting like wet or anything like that. But the carpet that was out in the sunroom is here now, and we're not going to put that back down because we spent so much time and money on the floor. We're not going to put the carpet back down. We may put the carpet in our room for the time being, or we may not. I'm not 100% sure. But I need to do up a little bit of dishes. Pretty much it. I did not, okay. So, as opposed to my craft show stuff, I plan to get a pegboard that I can hang from my canopy down onto my table, secure it onto the table so that I can hang like excess or extra stuff up there. Like my best friend keychains, I have probably 30 different sets, and I want to be able to display them all, but at the same time not take up a ton of table space. And like my necklaces and bows and other stuff that I have in bags that they're not like the plastic, like clear bags like I used to use. Now I am using the like blue hollow bags. It makes it look more professionally put together, I guess, is the way to put it. But I wanted to have something that I could use to hang those bags on, because they do have the circle cut out where I can hang them up at. And I'm like, oh, I could get a pegboard or two and make like a makeshift wall to kind of go along with everything. But I want to find a way that I can attach it to the canopy and to my table, and not have it like blow around, but at the same time be versatile so I can take it down and fold it down really small. So the pegboards that they have are 2 feet by 4 feet at Home Depot. That's a good size. I figured I could get 2 of those, make a 4 by 4 feet space so I can have tons of space to hang some stuff. And it's gonna work out, but I'm thinking about cutting each board to like a 2 by 2 section and putting hinges on it so that I can kind of fold it on itself and make just a 2x2 square as opposed to a 2x4 or even a 4x4 like big section. I'm thinking about having Tim cut across in each section so that I can hang and like put hinges on it and like be able to fold it in a way, but to where it would still stay up and open, you know. But while I was up there, I got some of these to start for now. Obviously I don't have the pegboard yet, but these were the last 5 packs that they had of these. I checked last night on Home Depot and it said that they had 36 packs of this in stock. When I went today, they only had the 5. So I snagged the 5 and I didn't want to not have any whatsoever for this year. I know I could order them anywhere else, but I just wanted to go ahead and get them while I could get my hands on them in stores. And it's just the single peg hooks. This came in a 4-pack, and they're not huge, which I didn't need big ones. These were $2.50 I think for the pack of 4, and the single ones that you can get that are bigger are 97 cents I think each. But obviously, like I said, I don't need really big ones. I don't need ones that are gonna stick out really far. If I can get one of these out of the box or bag, come on. And what these are, they have this rubber stopper. I'm not sure if I'm gonna be able to keep those on or if I can take them. I can take them off, but if I can keep them on, that'd be great. If I could take them off, it's whatever. But this is like what they are. They're just like little, you know, the hooks, like what you find in pegboard. You slide it in and stick it, and it'll just hold on to the pegboard, you know, like this, so that you're left with the hook. And that is my ultimate plan for keychains and stuff like that that are not dollar keychains. My dollar keychains I will have on the spinning thing that Tim made me, but this is what I want to use for like our friendship keychains, these like self-defense keychains, stuff like that. The keychains that are more than $1, and bows and stuff. We worked on that floor last night from, I think it was like 11 o'clock until 3:30 or 11:30 to 3 or something like that. We worked on it for so long last night, and a lot of it was just kind of moving stuff around because everything was just kind of where we needed to be. And Tim's plan did not work out. He expected, like, he was thinking about putting a couple of boards and working down to the diagonal and then moving some stuff over onto what we did and working across and down at like a kind of like an offset diagonal way. But that wasn't gonna work because we could only get 2.5, 3 rows started, I think, before we had to move more stuff to build across. So we ended up having to redirect our plan. We had to move everything up towards the doors, like where we go walk into, so that we could just keep going the other way. It was so stressful. So stressful, but it's gonna be worth it in the end. I also got some hex nuts. Fuck, man. These are the nuts that we use in the fidget spinners. So I got some more of those. That I can put down there. I'll show you guys everything that I picked up real quick, I guess. I got a monster because, like I said, I'm dead tired. I got a thing of the deluxe Philly cheesesteak and cheeseburger macaroni hamburger helpers. I'm gonna make one of those for dinner tonight. I'm not sure which. And then I grabbed this mold. It's a silicone mold, which will actually be, you know, pretty decent for resin stuff. And they are different controllers. I think there's PlayStation and like Xbox controllers. And that says game over. So I got this mold for, I think it was like $3.97, which is not bad. And that'll be good for keychains. And I think I'm going to kind of stray away from like the resin ashtrays and stuff like that, like the bigger molds that don't really get purchased for resin stuff. Like I have a ton of ashtrays and nobody buys them. I think I'm primarily just going to use resin for cups, and then whatever I have left over from my mix for my cups I will be using for keychains and stuff like that, because those are my biggest sellers. Keychains are a huge hit. Ella picked out some stickers, and she has this Don't Push the Button book for Halloween, but she doesn't have it for Easter, so I went ahead and got her that. It's the Don't Push the Button, it's Easter surprise. Like I said, she has the Don't Push the Button Halloween edition one, but I got her the Easter one. Tim had me pick him up a belt sander and some belts for the sander, because the floor back there, the people that my father-in-law hired to build the additions, they did not do a good job. Nothing is level, nothing is straight. Like the boards for the floor back there, they're not like plywood, but they are like, they're a flat smooth plywood. It's not like the pressed like chunks, you know what I mean? Does that make any sense? Like the pressed like slivers where it like peels up pretty easily. It's just like flat. It's kind of like a particle board. Not particle board, that's really cheap flimsy stuff. I don't know, it's like Luan in a way, but thicker. It's like a thicker Luan material. And there's differences in each board by like 1/8 of an inch to 1/4 of an inch. So like this one here is, you know, here, this one is down like 1/4 of an inch, and then this one's up like 1/4 of an inch. And it wasn't too bad where we started on the floor. He was able to like hammer it and like kind of get it down with screws and stuff, but the rest of it does not want to budge, so he's gonna have to sand down those humps before we can do more flooring, and I'm not excited about that at all. I got two of the Minute Maid orange juices, pulp free orange juice. Keep thinking I hear her, but I don't. Pulp free Minute Maid orange juice. Got a box of diapers, as well as a gallon of milk, and I feel like there's something else that I got, but I'm not 100% sure right now. But I had somebody message me last night on Etsy about one of my listings. I'm not going to specify which listing, but he came at me for one of my listings saying that he put his model out for everyone to like use, but they were supposed to pay him royalties on because he created this 3D printed model. And he wanted me to take it down before April 30th. And I got the message twice, and it's copy and pasted. So I'm assuming he just searched for it on Etsy and is like messaging everybody that has this listing up. And I heard a golf cart outside. And he's just kind of like, you have until the 30th of April to take it down, or I will be contacting lawyers. But for one, there's no way to prove that he was the first one that created this model. And for two, I purchased the model design from somebody. I paid the price for this 3D printed model so that I could print them and sell them myself. And in their listing that I purchased, they said that I was able to sell it and make profit but obviously you had to pay so much to get the model. The way it was set up is if you wanted to buy the model and keep it for yourself, it was only like $3 or $4 or something like that. But if we wanted to buy the model and sell the items that we make out of that model, it was obviously a higher fee. I paid a pretty hefty price for this model, but I knew it would be a huge hit, especially because the way I market on my Etsy, my prices are generally a little lower. Like, I will go onto Etsy, find something that's relatively similar to what I have, and look at their average price range, and then lower mine a few dollars to get more people into my shop. Like, oh, this one's cheaper, let me just click into this one real quick. You know, that's how I kind of run my shop and kind of figure out pricings and everything. Obviously, that all depends on the size of the item, the amount of products it takes, and blah, blah, blah. But, I messaged him back, told him that I paid for the model. I did not steal the model from anybody. I purchased this model. Whether they stole it or not, that's not my issue. I didn't know about it. In the listing, they said that they had made this model. So I was like, okay, that's awesome. I'm going to buy it. And like I said, I don't think there's any way that Etsy can really say if he or she was the very first person to come up with this model and he wanted to like cease and desist or whatever. I'm not 100% sure. I'll let you guys know how it all pans out here in the next few weeks to the month. Like I said, I don't know how it's going to turn out. I had to message him back though because it was going to affect my star seller status on Etsy. So I had to say something to him, and I didn't quite know what to say. But I told him that I was not going to remove the listing at this moment or at this time, because I did pay for this model to purchase. Like, I purchased this model with the intent to sell, and I obviously paid more to sell for this model. And it's just, I'm not going to take my listing down because I did pay for the model fair and square, you know. Anyways, I'm gonna get this stuff all kind of picked up and put away, and I will see you guys in a little bit. I gotta go make sure she's not getting into anything out there. I need to bring her playmat out. I need to scrub her playmat. I need to do dishes. I have so much stuff I need to do. My housework is gonna come first though. I'm gonna make sure she's not getting into anything. Come out and do dishes, make sure she's not getting into anything, come out and clean off the counter, make sure she's not getting into anything, and then kind of start working on the floor and stuff. I love my little ponytail. I love how tiny it is. I don't like how short my hair is, but I like how the ponytail is. Anyways, so yeah, that's the ultimate plan for today. Hopefully I can get a bunch of this stuff cranked out. Thursdays are my rough days because I'm not home for 95% of the day due to therapy. It's currently 6:11, so I don't have a whole ton of time for anything. Okay, so Mama needs some more energy today, so I'm gonna do one of these snaps. I quit taking them back in... Oh, I don't think those are supposed to look like that. So this is like the normal, and these ones are like... I'm gonna have to message my friend that does them and see what she thinks about them. That's not good. Anyways, I quit doing these back when I got pregnant around Tim's birthday, right around Christmas. I stopped doing them because obviously, like, you're not supposed to do them when you're pregnant. So I stopped taking them, and then I just never started back up after our miscarriage, so I just never got into it. But I'm gonna do one of these, so. Oh man, due to my issue with my nose, I cannot breathe and hold my breath for like 15 seconds. I can't take a breath through my nose or exhale through my nose, so. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna message her about these because there's 2 of them that are really, really puffed up, and they should not be like that because none of the other ones are. So I'm not sure what happened here, but these ones are all fine. I've got 2, 4, 6, 7 of them that are not messed up and 2 that are. So I'm gonna see what my friend thinks that sells them and see what she says, and I will let you guys know. Okay, real quick. So she came out. We were out in the sunroom playing and everything, playing a couple of games. She came out here. I went to the bathroom. She came out here, sat down, watched her tablet, and finished off her Go-Gurt from dinner. But I got the kitchen counter all cleaned off. I've got the kitchen cleaned. I got dishes done. Got that piece of the floor ripped up. All Tim has to do now is start over on that section. When he gets home, hopefully she's in bed. She's gonna go to bed here in a few minutes. Tim's gonna go back and work on the floor. I'm gonna go up and get us pizza for dinner. And he's gonna keep working on the floor. When I get home, we're gonna stop, take a break. He's gonna eat, and then we'll get right back into working on the floor. So we're gonna try and crank out as much of the floor tonight as possible. This is the new filament that I ordered last night. I printed a Dicosaurus in it. I absolutely love how it turned out. I also have an octopus now too, out of the same filament. It's an articulated octopus, and it is like a yellow, and then it goes into this pink color. I'll show you guys that tomorrow, and I'll show you guys that better tomorrow, but I'm gonna go ahead and end this vlog here before my battery dies. So that's a hit. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys all tomorrow. Bye.